Alright, welcome to the video, if it is a video. I'll talk about that for a second. If you want to jump to the actual content of the video, skip ahead a minute or so. I'll put some timestamps in. We're just going to talk quickly about YouTube and me being busy and stuff. So the last year on YouTube, or last summer, I had a really great time. Really enjoyed making some videos, got lots of views and engagements and things, and this is the next chance I've had to make a video, even pick up a guitar. I've got some stuff going on at the moment to where I just can't really make time to make videos until the summertime. But we're just having a few days off after Christmas. I thought I'd book into a room to play some loud guitar. And to be honest, the main point of coming in was just to play guitar, put some pedals on, put them loud. I wasn't planning to make a video because I don't know, I haven't really got any ideas, but it seemed silly not to just at least set the stuff up in case a video sprung up, because there was a pedal I wanted to look at. That's what we're going to do. And whether it still will make a video, I don't know, because I'm not really prepared. And every room in this place, I'm at Pirate in Liverpool, every room in here seems to be empty except the one right next door with a really loud band in there. They sound good, to be fair, but if this video, if I manage to film it, then in the edit we'll see if I can cut that out. So either the sound will sound really weird from the noise reduction of keeping that band out, or I just won't put it out because it's too noisy. But we'll see. So yeah, like, I'm not giving up making videos. I'm hoping, you know, I'll do a bunch more in the summer, and then, you know, I've got certain things which will change in the coming years, so I can hopefully do more. But at the moment, this is just throw a video out. When I was working on them in the summer, I had some really good feedback from some old mates who were like, do you want to borrow this guitar and demo it? Do you want to do this? You could do this shoot out, you could do that. And I was like, yeah, great, well, let's do all of this stuff. And I just don't have the time. So that's why there haven't been any videos for a long time, and why there won't be any more videos for a long time after this one. But while we've got a little bit of time, I wanted to come down to a room, plug everything in, play a bit loud, and hopefully film something that can be put out on YouTube if I've not got this other band playing all over the top of it. So what shall we look at today? What I wanted to do is have a look at one of my pedals that has been sat on a shelf for a long time. I've got this Ibanez TS9 DX. Let me hold it over to B-cam so you can have a look at it. Basically, this was on my board for a long time, not like a main drive sound, it was to kind of augment other sounds. And then when I got the 1991 from Funny Little Boxes, I just swapped them out. Put the 1991 on, this went on the shelf. And I'd got to the point I keep seeing it in my little office and kind of thought I should sell that or bin it or give it away or whatever, because I'm never going to use it. But maybe I am, I don't know. I thought actually I need to plug it back in, listen to it on its own, and listen to it versus other pedals and with other pedals, and maybe it needs to go back on and the 1991 needs to come off, or maybe I need to make room for everything. Why not? So yeah, Ibanez tube screamers, everyone knows all about them. I'm not going to bang on about them for ages. The TS9 is probably the most famous circuit. This, as I said, is the TS9 DX. And those who know a little bit about tube screamers will notice this has got 4 knobs on it. Tube screamers normally have 3, which would be drive, level and tone. This pedal has got a mode dial on as well, the bottom left. And it skips between, or will jump between, the original sort of TS9 circuit, so the tube screamer sounds you would get from a TS9 pedal. It's then got a plus mode, a hot mode and a turbo mode. It's known as the turbo tube screamer, as I said. So we'll have a look at these 4 modes, at least when we when I'm playing guitar, then I can cut out the band next door. So the TS9 mode is a TS9 circuit. The Plus mode, according to Ibanez, give you the same tone as response as the TS9, but a bit more grit. The Hot mode will introduce more reading, more saturation and more gain, and the Turbo mode will push the amp into more of a fuzzy tone with the playability of an overdrive. Again, this is from the kind of press release. I have just played with it for a little bit before I set the cameras up, and to my uneducated brain, basically it seemed like more low end. The higher up you went, the more low end you got. But let's see. For now, I'm just going to add it to the front of the board, power it up from the tuner, and it'll be in front of everything else. So we'll just hear the pedal of itself beginning in the TS9 mode. So let's have a go. Okay, so I've got a couple of guitars with me today, the Jazzmaster and the Washburn sort of 335 I like. We'll have a listen to that in a sec. So just the amp, Blackstar HT Club 40. Bridge pickup. And the settings on the TS9DX for now are everything at sort of 12 o'clock. We're in the TS9 mode, the original mode. Drive at 12 o'clock, level at 12 o'clock, and tone at 12 o'clock. So you can just hear a little bit of grit, for want of a better word. It's just adding a little bit of edge to the note. So again, let's go no TS9. Turn it on. Just a little bit of edge and a bit honky as well. Neck pickup, no tube screamer. Switch it on. I'm just going to switch the level up a little bit. I'm not filming the pedal for now, but I'll give you an approximation. Level up to about 2 o'clock without it. And then if we switch the drive up to, let's go drive up to 3 o'clock. Switch it off. So lot more gain there. If we can turn the tone all the way off. Sounds how you would expect. Turn it all the way up. Very bright, but sounds a little bit gainier. Tone at 2 o'clock. So that's an idea of what it sounds like in the TS9 setting. If we just check with some other pedals, let's see how they sound on a kind of similar rocky kind of tone. So the 1991, what I found with it today is it's just got so much gain in it, it's hard to kind of come away with it. So with the gain 1 and gain 2 all the way off. Clean tone. Comfortably plumb, gain side of that. Try the MXR micro amp. Back to the TS9. So I quite like it, but it seems a bit boxier, and this you're losing a bit of clarity out of the amp, I think, or I am in my ears anyway. But that's TS9 setting. There's so much more to play with. So let's do the plus mode, which will give us the same tone and response, but a little bit more grip. So here we go. Everything back to 12 o'clock. I like that. Let's just compare those two. So TS9, all the settings the same. TS9 plus mode. So as I said before, I feel in this room with this amp and this setup, as you go up the modes, you're getting more bottom end, so it just gets fatter. So that feels an awful lot fatter. Let's go gain 3 o'clock, level at 3 o'clock, tone at 1 o'clock. That sounds pretty good to me. That's just in the plus setting. That's suddenly a lot more usable for me than the TS9 setting. Let's just compare that to some of the other drives. TS9 in plus mode. $19.91. Comfortably plump. And the micro amp. Micro amp was at 12 o'clock. Turn it up a bit more. Look at that delay. I do love that pedal because it's just the sound of the amp really pushed. But yeah, TS9. This is sounding pretty good. It's sounding a lot better than the 1991, but that normally does better with humbuckers. So let's switch guitar. 2 more modes to check. So we'll do that on the other guitar. Okay, so Washburn HB32, there's a video on this on the channel if you want to know more. These are Gibson Burst Booker pickups, pretty hot, this one especially. So bridge pickup, just the amp, this is no drive pedals. So, grittier to begin with. Let's go back to that plus sound with everything at 3 o'clock. Okay, that sounds really cool, but maybe a little bit too much. Do everything back at 12 o'clock just for this guitar. And so, no tube screamer. $19.91. Comfortably plump. And the micro amp. Tube screamer. Okay, so let's go up another one. The hot mode will give more saturation and more gain, if we even needed it. So, hot mode. Everything at 12 o'clock. No pedals, bridge pickup. Sounds good to me. It's a bit, now with hotter pickups and stuff, it's more of a distortion pedal now probably, or still a powerful drive pedal, but it's not really what you would use a tube screamer traditionally for, well, but of course you can. So yeah, that's hot mode, everything at midday. Let's go to drive at 3 o'clock, level at 3 o'clock, leave the tone where it is. Huge. 1991 tube screamer. I don't know how well that's going to sound on the video, but it's night and day in the room, and maybe I gave up on this little tube screamer far too soon. But yeah, certainly at those kind of settings, probably a bit too much of everything. Let's turn the drive down a bit. So we've got the drive at 10, still on the hot mode. Just try the plumb. I'm moving through all the keys all at once. I haven't, as I say, I haven't prepared anything to play today. Huge sounding thing. Let's go, for the sake of argument, to the turbo setting, and you can hear what that sounds like. So this is, again, everything pretty much on 12 o'clock. So again, just into the Black Star. Turbo mode. Like I said before, you're just getting more, the higher up the modes, you're getting more low end, or I am. That is not what Ibanez say. The turbo mode, according to Ibanez, will push the amp into more of a fuzz tone with the playability of an overdrive. It does have the playability of an overdrive. But I'm not quite getting fuzz. I think it's still just a really, really driven sound. If I try the fuzz, the big muff and the comfortably plumb. That's what I count as a fuzz tone. This is what the tube screamer's doing. Now that sounds absolutely huge in here in a room on my own. In a setup with a band, you're never going to hear any of that tone. Once the bass kicks off and the bass drum, you're going to lose a lot of that, but it does sound huge. Again, quickly compare it with the other pedals. So I was going to try stacking it, but it's not really something you would stack with some of these pedals. There's no need to stack the Tube Screamer with the 1991. The 1991, if you haven't seen that video, has a Tube Screamer sort of style circuit into a Marshall circuit. And the Comfortably Plum's got so much gain. Well, let's try. We'll go to the plus mode. That's the Tube Screamer in the plus mode, and then if I kick on the Comfortably Plum as well. And with the micro amp, so I don't know if I'm coming to any conclusions here. It plays well with others, we can say that. I need to get it on the board, that's a conclusion. It's coming back out of retirement. Not, as I say, I haven't played for 6 months, I don't have time to play guitar, but it's nice to have it on the right board. Okay, so to draw things to a close, I just need to do one more thing, because this was a huge tone I found before. In turbo mode, just let's remind ourselves of what the amp is doing. If you also kick on, you get that turbo mode Tube Screamer doing that, and then you kick on the micro amp. Holy moly. Now that sound would get you fired from a band, but there's lots of fun if you're not in a band. So yeah, I hadn't scripted this video, I hadn't planned what to play, so it's a bit all over the place, but I think, yeah, as I say, conclusions, it's probably going to be the Tube Screamer going back on the board in place of the 1991. Probably set in the hot mode. I like to set and forget. I like that turbo mode, but it's crazy. But let me know in the comments what you thought, which was your favorite mode, which of the other pedals maybe you thought was better or worse, or why. And yeah, I guess this is, you know, see you on the next one, but that'll be at least another kind of 6 months away, unfortunately. But thanks for watching this one. Go and watch all the other ones if you haven't. Drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff. But for now, see you in a while on the next one.